You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
To throw it on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Looking for a throw here. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down. And off to Walker from the gun. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State.
Pace, pace, pace,
Working
pace.
quickly
Go.
here.
Cowboy 80. Set, go.
Here's 2nd and 11. It is Kupp, left side. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Set it. Hut, hut.
Here's May. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the Seahawks pick it up. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that was one wild ride. QB does a terrific job. Gets out in the open field, has a big play, and then he's got to watch the other quarterback run on the field as he gives the ball away.
Has it downfield, working the left. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Patriots have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
He's got it inside the 25. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find payday.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And off running left, Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Pass complete to Walker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Complete on the option.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown. Seahawks break the tie here in the 1st. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's a give up the middle. Shoots one defender. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Bravo 80.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready, ready.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Ready. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Big lion. Ready.
May looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles. 60
Now movement as
Eagles.
somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7.
Ready, ready. Get up.
May. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Let's go.
Walker on 1st down. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings... About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Rolling left, and they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
Ready, ready.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Set, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast.
70 Timberwolves. Hut, hut.
Here's 2nd and 7. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Patriots punt team coming out with former sixth-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. Chased out to his right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Gets his tight end on the corner out. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Still sticking with the passing game. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Walker now from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gibson. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go. Go.
From the gun, it's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Roll. Ready.
Hand off to the back. By a man, and now he's in the clear. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Come on, set! Viking 18! Ready?
Another carry for him. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 5. We've got a screen to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Patriots driving. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
7 Pirates! 18 Rattler!
Throwing is May. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. From the left hash, this will be from 50. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gibson. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set!
May now from the gun. Looking for a target. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now. Check go.
Going play action, May. Buys time, rolling right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set! Hut.
To throw, here's May. Forced out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be Seahawks football. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
On the draw, it's Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Ready? Go!
Here's 2nd and 14. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's on the move. And he runs out of bounds a yard or two behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team where just a yard or inches short on 4th down? Well, every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for the sack.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback...
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to...
And oh, he got it! Interception! Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Patriots make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
That's low and bounces short of his man. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gibson. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. 1st down throw for May. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard.
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
On the ball now.
Working quickly here.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's May. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. But they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Warriors 70. Check go.
May now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. May on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Lion. Go.
To the air yet again, May. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Complete to Diggs out left. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. From the 48. Diggs there to bring it in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18. Hup.
Here's May to the air. Escapes out to the left. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
On play action, here's May. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate. after being denied once again. Is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
To throw here on first down. Walker hauls it in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. They'll throw it. Stays upright. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Getting out to his left. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Go!
Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Ready up!
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready!
From the gun, it's May. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
18, Pioneer! Let's go now! Ready!
Pass play coming here. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new...
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, shot.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.